In 2026, one content creator can do the work of an entire 5-person team. Script, voiceover, editing, SEO. All of it now takes hours, not weeks. And the crazy part? The tools that make this possible are available to anyone right now. Today I'm showing you the 5 tools I use every single day. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a complete system you can start using today. Let's go. My name is Andrew, and this is FlowsAI, a channel about AI automation for content creators. Over the past year, I've tested dozens of tools. I've wasted money on things that looked great in demos but completely fell apart in real workflows. I've also found a handful of tools that genuinely changed how I work, and those are the ones I'm sharing today. This is not a sponsored list. No affiliate deals, no paid placements. This is my personal stack for 2026, the exact tools I use every week to run this channel. Before we dive in, let me give you some context. 2 years ago, making one YouTube video took me an entire week. Writing the script took 2 days. Recording and re-recording the voiceover took another day. Editing, 3 to 4 hours minimum. SEO research, thumbnails, descriptions, another few hours on top of that. And by the time the video was live, I was already behind on the next one. That cycle was exhausting, and honestly, it was killing my motivation. These 5 tools broke that cycle completely. Now I can go from idea to published video in a single focused day. Let's talk about how. Let's start with number 1. The first tool is Claude Code. And I know what you're thinking, another AI writing tool. But Claude Code is different from anything I've used before. It's not just a chatbot you open in a browser tab. It's an AI assistant that lives inside your code editor and understands your entire project. Your files, your notes, your channel strategy, everything you've written before. Here's how I use it for video creation. I have a vault of notes in Obsidian. I'll talk about that tool later. And Claude Code can read all of it. So when I say, write me a script about AI tools for content creators, it already knows my tone, my audience, my preferred format. It doesn't give me generic content. It gives me something that sounds like me, built on everything I've already established. In practice, I drop in a video topic, and in about 2 minutes, I get back a full structure. Hook, key talking points, transitions between sections, a conclusion, and a call to action. Everything. I don't write scripts from scratch anymore. I edit, I refine, I cut things that don't land, I add my personal stories. But the heavy lifting is done by Claude. That alone saves me 3 to 4 hours per video. Over a month, that's an entire extra week of time returned to me. And the quality is honestly better than what I was producing on my own, because Claude never gets tired, never gets stuck, and never has writer's block at 11 at night. Personal example. Last month I had a video idea on a Monday morning. By Monday afternoon, Claude had written a full draft. By Tuesday, I had audio. By Wednesday, the video was edited and uploaded. That used to be a week-long process. That's the difference we're talking about. But here's the mistake most people make with Claude Code. They use it like a vending machine. Put in a prompt, take out a script, done. That's not how to get the best results. The real power comes from giving it context. Create a document with your channel strategy, your target audience, your tone guidelines, your list of past topics. Feed that to Claude every time you start a new script. The more context it has, the better the output. Treat it like a collaborator, not a machine. That's when the quality really jumps. If you're still writing scripts from zero, you are working way too hard. Claude Code has a free tier. Go try it this week. You'll understand immediately why it's at the top of this list. But a great script is only half the job. You still need a voice. Tool number 2 is ElevenLabs. And this one genuinely changed everything for me. ElevenLabs is an AI voice platform, and the feature I use most is voice cloning. Here's how it works. You record about 10 minutes of audio. It can be you reading anything, a blog post, a book passage, a list of sentences, and ElevenLabs analyzes your voice patterns, your pitch, your rhythm, your natural pauses. From that point on, any text you type gets read back in your voice. Not a robotic approximation, your actual voice, with your natural energy and intonation. The first time I heard my cloned voice read back a full paragraph, I genuinely thought I had accidentally played a recording of myself. It was that accurate. And now that's my standard workflow every single week. I write the script with Claude Code, paste it into ElevenLabs, hit generate, and 3 minutes later, I have a complete voiceover file ready to drop into my video editor. No microphone setup, no acoustic treatment, no re-recording because I stumbled over a sentence in the middle. No waiting for the right energy or the right time of day. Just clean, professional audio on demand. Let me give you a real example of how much this matters. I used to schedule recording sessions on weekend mornings when the house was quiet and I had enough energy to sound enthusiastic. If I missed that window, the video got delayed. With ElevenLabs, I can generate voiceover at midnight on a Tuesday if I need to. The quality is identical every time. That reliability alone was worth the subscription for me. Now, the most common mistake people make with ElevenLabs. They generate the entire script in one shot and never listen back before using it. Don't do that. Always listen to the full audio before you take it into editing. AI voices occasionally mispronounce technical terms, proper nouns, or unusual words. When that happens, you can go back into the script, respell the word phonetically, or add punctuation to change the pacing. A quick listen-through before editing saves you from discovering the problem halfway through your editing session. And for those who feel uncomfortable using AI voice, I understand that concern. My perspective. If your face and voice are your brand, clone your voice and use it. If you're building a faceless educational channel, ElevenLabs library has hundreds of high-quality options across every style, gender, age, and accent. The quality is good enough that the average viewer genuinely cannot tell the difference. What matters is whether the content is valuable. That's what keeps people watching. Voice is done. Now we need to put the video together. Tool number 3 is Descript. And I'll be completely honest, Descript changed how I think about video editing more than any other tool on this list. Before Descript, editing felt like performing surgery with oven mitts. You're staring at a timeline, dragging clips by hand, scrubbing frame by frame to find the right cut point. It was slow. It required a completely different mindset than writing or presenting, and it was the part of video production I dreaded most. Descript's core idea is so simple it almost sounds obvious once you hear it. You edit video by editing text. Here's exactly what that looks like. You bring your voiceover file into Descript, and it automatically transcribes every word with timestamp precision. You see the full transcript on your screen alongside the video timeline. Want to cut an entire section? Highlight those sentences in the transcript and hit delete. The video cut happens automatically. Want to remove every filler word, every every false start? Descript finds them all and removes them in one click. Want to move your third point before your second point? Cut that paragraph of text and paste it earlier. The video rearranges itself. I went from spending 5 to 6 hours on editing to about 90 minutes. And my videos are actually better now. Cleaner cuts, better pacing, because I'm thinking about the content instead of wrestling with the software. Descript also removes background noise automatically, generates captions with one click, and recently added AI-powered B-roll suggestions based on your script. It's a complete production environment. The common mistake with Descript: people try to do everything in one pass. Edit the cuts, fix the audio, add captions, export, all in one session. That's overwhelming and you miss things. I do it in passes. First pass, cut everything that doesn't belong. Second pass, clean up the audio. Third pass, add captions and titles. Each pass takes less time than you'd expect, and the result is much cleaner. The video is ready, but now we need YouTube to actually find it. Tool number 4 is VidIQ combined with ChatGPT. This combination is one of the most underrated workflows in the YouTube creator space right now. Let me walk you through exactly how I use it. I open VidIQ first. VidIQ is a YouTube research and analytics tool that shows you what people are actually searching for on the platform. I type in my video topic and immediately see search volume for related keywords, competition level, what the highest ranking videos in this niche are titled, and what topics are trending right now. This data tells me exactly what angle to take, what language to use in my title, and what specific questions my video needs to answer to rank. That research used to take me an hour of opening tabs and reading manually. With VidIQ, it takes 10 minutes. Then I take that keyword data to ChatGPT. I paste in my core keywords and a one-paragraph summary of my video and say, "Give me 3 title options, a full YouTube description of 500 words optimized for this keyword, 25 tags ordered by relevance, and chapter timestamps." ChatGPT delivers all of that in about 45 seconds. I review it, adjust anything that sounds off-brand, and I have a complete SEO package ready to paste into YouTube at upload time. Real numbers from my own channel. Before I built this workflow, I was averaging 200 to 300 views in the first 48 hours on a new video. After implementing VidIQ plus ChatGPT for every upload, I started consistently hitting 800 to 1200 views in the same window. Same channel size, no paid promotion, no viral moment. Just better SEO. Organic growth on YouTube is driven almost entirely by search and suggested video placement. Both of those are driven by SEO signals. Get the signals right, and YouTube does the distribution work for you. The mistake I see constantly: people spend all their time on the video and 30 seconds on the title. The title and thumbnail are the first thing every potential viewer sees. They determine whether someone clicks or scrolls past. Spend real time on your title. Use VidIQ to validate that people are actually searching for that phrase. Use ChatGPT to generate options you wouldn't have thought of yourself. Then pick the strongest one. And now the last tool, the one that transforms a collection of apps into a real system. Tool number 5 is Obsidian. I know, it doesn't sound exciting, but I'd argue this is the most strategically important tool on this list because it's the connective tissue that makes everything else work together instead of in isolation. Obsidian is a note-taking and knowledge management app with one key difference from everything else out there. Your notes are stored as plain text files on your own computer. No proprietary format, no cloud lock-in, no subscription required to access your own data. Just a folder of markdown files, organized exactly the way you want, that you own completely. Here's my exact setup. Every video project gets its own folder. Inside, the idea note with the original hook and angle, the full script from Claude Code, the voiceover file reference, the SEO package from VidIQ and ChatGPT, the thumbnail brief, and after the video goes live, a results note with the key metrics at 7 days and 30 days. Everything for every video, in one place, always searchable, always connected. I use a plugin called Data View that lets me query all my notes like a database. I can pull up a table of every video I've ever made, sorted by view count, showing status, channel, and date. In 30 seconds, I can see which topics performed best, which formats got the highest retention, which titles got the best click-through rate. That information directly shapes what I make next. Most creators are flying blind. I'm making decisions based on my own historical data.